What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 13 of our Minnesota Vikings franchise, and it's kind of funny because at the ending of this episode is 13, and we're going to be going over round 3 prospects, and you guys can see some of them up here on the board. We got Namio Mashfi, we got Blake Stortz, we got some guys that we're going to be looking at here, Emil Kjeltzen, but after this gameplay, Vikings, Chargers, Cousins, Rivers, Cook, Gordon, Keenan Allen, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs. A lot of firepower here in Los Angeles. And of course, they are coming out, decked out in that powder blue uniform, and we've got our purple pants on. And we're looking to be doing some damage here as Purple People Eaters are coming for these Chargers. And Melvin Gordon, 2 touchdowns a week before. We've been playing on a lot of Sunday primetime games, Thursday nights, Sunday nights, Monday nights. Everybody wants to see the Minnesota Vikings in the pursuit to go 13-3, possibly even 14-2, because we haven't lost 3 games quite yet. So hopefully that does not happen here against the Chargers. But so far, defense looking a little shoddy here as Melvin Gordon is going to get the first down. Going to the left on a toss play. Ben Gideon has to come across the field to make that tackle, but he's already got 2 rushes for 20-plus yards. And we got Travis Benjamin from the 39 to the 24. So it's going to be a pickup of 15 yards. Already 2 receptions for 36 for Travis Benjamin. And then a pass here out to the left to Keenan Allen, but a really nice play by Holton Hill. Was able to break that pass up on contact. And Keenan Allen's not a guy that's going to drop a lot of passes, so you know what? Holton Hill doing his best here to shut down the Chargers' little push here. Nice job again by Holton Hill as the open field tackle is going to happen. And whoa, what do we got here? We've got a fake field goal attempt by San Diego, Los Angeles. And Tyrod Taylor was the guy that must have called that play, because I'm not giving credit to the head coach there. Should have shot for 3 points, but did not elect to do that. And Dalvin Cook on our first play of the game is going to get 7 yards. We're up to the 22-yard line, and we pick up the first down as now Dalvin's up to 2 for 11. 18 rushes for 68 last week, so he's been running the football pretty effectively since his return. That was against the Detroit Lions. If you guys have missed that gameplay action, please go check that out if you have not done so already. Kirk Cousins here on a play-action rollout. Almost picked off, and just good job defensively speaking for Adam Thielen just to bat that ball away. Don't allow LA to recover that via interception. So on 3rd and 3, Dalvin Cook's going to pick up the first down. It's a gain of 10. 3rd and 9, we're just going to skip some downs here a little bit further on, and well, that's a pretty good spot. I'm going to give Kirk Cousins some credit there. That was a pretty accurate spot that he was trying to fit into that window to Stephon Diggs, but you know what? Corner, linebacker, whoever it was in that defensive play made a good play just to bat it down and deflect it down. So Dan Bailey's going to kick this field goal up and good. We take a 3-0 lead, and look at this. 2nd and 2, and we brought the house on Melvin Gordon, and he gets to and inches, and looky who does it again. Holton Hill on Keenan Allen gets the big hit to jar the football loose, and LA is going to have to settle for their field goal. It's going to be a tie game here, 3-3, and that was not a good read by yours truly, a.k.a. me. Dalvin Cook on 4th and 3 at the 47-yard line. We go for it, so we're being aggressive here against LA. I felt like we needed to get that first down. Just a really bad pass by me, and I'm like, you know what? We just need to do this. We just need to convert this out and continue this drive here. So on 3rd and 7, there's nothing open downfield. We're going to check it down to Kyle Rudolph. You got 5, but it's not good enough. We needed 7. And we're going to elect to go for the field goal here. So Dan Bailey kicks up another one. It's going to be 6-3, so quite a barn burner here. It's kind of annoying. The pregame I was talking about all these weapons on offense, and we just haven't done anything, the Chargers or the Vikings. 2nd and 1, we read that perfectly. Harrison Smith coming in through the line, and he gets that tackle to not get the first down for the Chargers. So 3rd and 1, Smith is on that left side. You can see him right there by the first down marker, and taking away the left side to allow Ben Gideon to get up the middle. That's going to go for a 2-yard loss, and a great job by the Vikings defense to hold the Chargers push. So they punt the football back to us, and Cousins going to fire it up the middle to Kyle Rudolph. Going to pick up 11. Cousins now 11 of 17 for only a 65-yard passing performance thus far. So it has not been that great, but what? What just happened? A pass to Josh Doxson is going to go incomplete, but the ball was still in the air. Technically, it was on people, and Stefon Diggs was just in the right spot at the right time to catch it off the deflection here for a touchdown. Watch this. So Doxson goes incomplete, but it's not incomplete. It's still live football because it's rolling off of Hayward's foot. He kicks it up in air, and Stefon Diggs takes it into the end zone for 6. Wow. Okay, I guess we'll take it. So Hunter Henry here looks like he's going to pick up the first down, but they do not. 2nd and inches. They don't give him the spot here. So LA down by 10. They call another timeout. They're just trying to get a score. Anything, really. Just a field goal, touchdown, whatever. They need something big. Shooting out there for Travis Benjamin, and it's going to go incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, and Rivers getting pressured, and he is going to go down. Holton Hill with the sack. They do call the hurry up. So on 3rd and 19 with 1 timeout left, they go hurry up, and Danielle Hunter comes in and gets another sack. I mean, this guy has been unreal, unconscious so far this season. And the Vikings are going to hold the Chargers again. They're going to hold that offense at bay, and we're going to take a 13-3 lead into halftime. And it's been pretty close. It's been pretty close. The offensive production kind of been in our favor only because of that really weird touchdown. But other than that, it's been a pretty close game as far as yardage is concerned. Average yards per play is concerned. Both quarterbacks are playing mediocre football right now. The running games have been solid. Kind of two teams that are playing very, very similar right now. But you can see Minnesota is grinding the football against LA. We're just doing this dink and dunk kind of West Coasty style of offense, and wide open is Adam Thielen, picking up about 9, and he's going to get the first down here. Pass going to go a little bit to the right. It needs to be thrown more to the left to Jordan Taylor to get that completion, and we're just going to run the football here. Kill a little more clock. I know it's 6 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, but you know, we're trying to go a little conservative here, kind of going a little bit of a shell. Cook incomplete. That would have been a big gain for sure. That he would have gone maybe another 20 yards after that had we completed it. And Dan Bailey here trying to kick a long field goal. He's going to miss. No camera gate there. Like the last couple episodes, you guys might have noticed that we actually had a crucial field goal that went up and good. Hit the camera. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We didn't get any help as far as that goes, but Travis Benjamin going to take this in for a touchdown, and just like that, the Chargers are back into it. It's 13-10. Late 3rd quarter. We get a tackle for a loss. 2nd and 13. Cousins finds Diggs. Going to get about 5 there. So 17-26 for Cousins. He's been okay. He's been all right. But this pass was not good. Was not good. Great play there by Derwin James to break on the football late. We thought he had Diggs open on that post corner route, and he was only open for a little split second of a time, and it just wasn't meant to be. So Derwin James just read the quarterback's eyes, made a great play, and now it's Chargers football back here again. Melvin Gordon making some nice plays. Holton Hill, though, on the other side, making another great play defensively. Nice tackling ability by the former Texas product, Holton Hill. Pass is going to go up the middle on a 2nd and 6, and it's going to only get 5. 3rd and 1 here. Big down, and Trey Waynes cannot get to Hunter Henry in time. It's going to be a first down for LA. Rivers going to fire up the middle, and we got perhaps a holding call here. I hope it's not roughing the passer. We'll have to take a look here. So it will be a holding call from the 36, and they're going to get pushed back. 1st and 20. So now the Vikings kind of get a little of a break here, but you have to contain them. A field goal is going to tie the game. Got to contain them. Just playing a little bit of a shell, right? We don't want to give up a big play. No touchdowns. If we give up the field goal, it's fine. It's fine. We're not losing the game at that point. But 3rd and 14, you know they're going to try something deep, and they do. And the play is made out there to the left by Trey Waynes on Keenan Allen. What a play. And then the field goal attempt, guys, is going to go no good. To the right, just pushed it a little bit. And Colt McCoy actually has to come into this game as Kirk Cousins got hurt for at least one play. So Cousins is back, though, and he does come into the game. And on a 2nd and 15, Abdullah picks up the first down with some nifty moves and some really good blocking. He has not been involved in this game whatsoever. And this pass out to the right to Stephon Diggs, going to go incomplete, trying to something deep there. Yeah, but Abdullah with limited action. He came in, made a great play. Abdullah here with a little angle route. We did have X with Thielen, but Cousins just did not see Melvin Ingram coming in and barreling in hot. So we're going to go with the screen pass again to Abdullah, and we got blockers out in front if he can speed by the juke. But we're only going to get 14 yards there. So 4th and 4, and the field goal is barely going to go up and good. So Dan Bailey kicks it good, 16-10. And now it's time for the defense to shine, and we've done this many, many times so far in this 2019 season. The defense at a one-score game type of deal, clutching up. Hopefully we can do this yet again. Just repeat from all these wins that we've piled up so far in 2019. So 3rd and 15, a big down here. Rivers goes short to Melvin Gordon, and they're going to get to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Cousins. They ended up punting the football back to us. And now our job is simple. Get past the 2-minute warning and get this game over with. And look at Abdullah move. The stiff arms, the jukes, everything. He's got it going on. We get to the 2-minute warning, though. This is crucial. We got to pick up this first down. A run up the middle doesn't do us any good here. Doesn't do us any good. So we're going to go to the right. And guess what? We get stopped short. And you know what? We're taking matters into our own hands. 4th and 2. This is pretty much the game here. And Dalvin Cook picks it up. LA has to use their 2nd timeout. And from this point, it's all about grinding the clock. But we know we're trying to stick it. We're trying to stick it to them. Might be kind of a dumb play call. I will take some heat for that. I can take some heat for that. Just run the ball. So we learned our lesson here. Just run the freaking football. Get this game in the bag. LA's got to use their 3rd timeout. And on a 3rd and 9 situation, we're just going to run it yet again. Get into a field goal spot here. Perhaps kick this field goal up and good and make it 19-10. We'll see what happens. Cook is going to go a little bit short, but he's got 23 rushes for 104, so he had yet again a great game. And with 2 seconds left on the play clock, we will kick this up and good to make it a 19-10. Pretty much a 2-score game, and LA will not be able to come back and win this game. There's your final post-game stats. We played pretty good. The average yards per play, 4.8. That's pretty pedestrian, so the offense still trying to find their identity here with Dalvin Cook back, trying to spread the football around a little bit more, trying to feed all of our mouths to feed that we've got on this offense. Got a lot of playmakers that you don't want to upset, as currently happened with the Minnesota Vikings this season in real life. But Dalvin Cook, over 104 yards. That 4.5 average is pretty filthy. Receiving numbers, 6 for 50 for Thielen, 4 for 37 for Abdullah, so he's pretty good in the passing game. Diggs, 4 for 53 with the touchdown, the lucky touchdown. I think outside of that play, he probably wouldn't have done much. But defensively, we had a pretty solid one. Tackles for losses for Ben Gideon and Harrison Smith. 3 sacks on the game for the D-line, and no interceptions to talk about. So, guys, that's going to be it for the gameplay and the statistics. Let's get right into the scouting episode for round number 3, prospects. We're going to go by positional group, and the first positional group that's up is linebackers. And we are taking a look here at Reese Stewart from Vanderbilt. This guy is kind of an all-around type of linebacker, mostly better at the power rush. He can play a little bit of D-end. You guys can see it here. He's challenging that left tackle And he can react. He's going to go after the ball carrier on any type of read option or late quarterback draws, things like that. You guys can see up on the board here. So he's a pretty decent player. I don't know where he would fall for us. He's supposed to be a round 2, but I think people are liking him more as a project type of linebacker, type of defensive end. You guys can see it here. He's able to hold his own against bigger linemen, which just tells me that he's a technique first type of guy. So he's going to be a pretty good one to watch out for. Next up, Paul Wilkerson, a tackling machine here for the University of Kentucky. He played only 2 years of high school football and then was a pretty great linebacker here for Kentucky. The only problem is that he eventually tore his ACL, and it was on that play right there. It was on that play right there. Unfortunately for him, that kind of set his draft stock a little bit further down from where it already was. He's mostly a blitzing type of linebacker before his ACL injury, and then now he's more of a coverage guy because of that ACL injury. This is obviously the gameplay before he got hurt, but you guys can see him trying to push the pile, trying to be a blitzer, taking on offensive linemen. So he's got a little bit of tenaciousness to him that I like. He can get into that scrum, get into that pile. Just depends on where teams are going to want to take him, especially due to that injury. Next up, we have middle linebacker, Victor Jakes from the University of Illinois, the Fighting Illini. This guy is the more of the balanced type of linebacker. I mean, look at what he can do. He's going to power rush, and then he can cover also. I mean, look at that. He knows when to stop. He's got some aggression to him, but he knows when to stop and not hit the quarterback late. So he's a very heady player, a heads-up type of player. He knows when to get off blocks and help his teammates there. Very passionate, team leader. I mean, just watch this play, too. On a option play, going to go in, take the quarterback, and then as soon as the pitch comes, he comes after that running back all the way. So he's definitely a high-motor type of guy. Next up here is Florida State linebacker Marlon Rabb. And you know what? This is probably one of my favorite players, at least favorite linebackers in all of the draft. I mean, look at this play that he makes right here. Coverage, blitzing, tackling, whatever you want to talk about, this guy has all the tools that I love to look at as far as linebackers go. He's a good one. I want to see where he falls because I think if he's available, I'm thinking about taking him. And watch the playmaking ability here. So he misses out on the interception, but then he pushes the football back out of the receiver's hands. This guy makes plays, big-time player in a big-time program. So we got to watch out here for Florida State's Marlon Rabb. Next up, USC's tight end Emil Keltson. And, you know, we've covered a lot of tight ends here in our draft profiles and our draft prospects. But Keltson is a little bit different. He can run block just like Daniel Jernigan from Michigan State. But I love Keltson's route running. And then his ability to push. I mean, look at this. He pushes this left tackle out of the play. He's kind of that more of an all-around tight end than guys that we've covered so far in this class. And I actually really like Emil Keltson. I don't know, again, if we're going to be in the market particularly for a tight end, but we'll have to just wait and see. Another player, fullback / tight end, Tony Manaroni. I mean, this guy is basically CJ Ham. He is a run blocker first, but guess what? He can play tight end. Watch how he diagnoses where to go. Despite amongst all the chaos that UCF is bringing on that line, he knows exactly where to find himself in the run blocking game. He knows where to find himself in the passing game and the soft spots of the defense. At tight end / fullback, this is a player that I might think about taking. I'm not kidding. I know we were just saying that tight end is not a position of need, but CJ Ham, kind of a weaker link. We don't really use him too much in our offense, and I think Manaroni is just a better run blocker. Plus, he can receive. He can catch the football and get into some tight end slots. I like him. I think he's going to be great for us. Next up, we got a strong safety / free safety here from Central Florida. Name, Dalen Colmorgan. 5'10" safety back there. So he's very, very small for that position. And he's mostly a zone coverage type of guy. I mean, look at how he's trying to tackle this tight end. I mean, he holds his own, but the major calling card for Colmorgan is his ability to zone cover And sometimes, though, he gets beat. He gets beat on some deep plays there. They're very lucky that that play was not going to be completed by Penn State here. But you can see his reaction skills when he thinks that the play is going to come underneath, actually come backward, backpedal, then go forward. So it's really good smarts by this player. Next up, strong safety from Alabama, Demetrius Parker. This guy, I love this guy. And I know I sound like John Gruden. I love this guy. I love everybody. I want everybody on my team. But he knows how to lay the lumber. And he knows exactly how to line up every guy that he's wanting to hit. The ball carrier doesn't really stand a chance against Demetrius Parker. He can zone cover. He can guard that end zone. He knows exactly where to go. And plus, he's pretty fiery. He's pretty fiery. He's a good teammate. He's a good team player. And especially coming from Alabama, he's going to be a great one. And maybe we can try to find a role for him here in this Minnesota Vikings defense. Next up, wide receiver group. We're going to look at Nicklaus Pearson from Washington, the Huskies. And you know why I like this guy? It's because of his size. Mostly the size-speed combo. I should be more specific. I mean, look at this. This deep shot throw here, not really going to have a chance, but he's got enough speed to catch up to errant throws. And then watch, as soon as the back turns, he is turning on that post route, and it's right there. Ball placement's key. I just don't know where he falls into our offense. We need a guy that's more slot-oriented with Diggs and Thielen on the outside. If we're looking for that type of player, maybe we might want to consider a late-round flyer here on this player, Namil Mashfi for LSU. I mean, it is against Kent State, but LSU always seems to produce good wide receivers, namely Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry. You get the drill here. I mean, he can even go up and get them. He's a very athletic type of player. He might be a really good fit for the Vikings in the slot. Next up, out of Minnesota, left guard, Micaiah Jackson Harvey. This guy is an absolute beast. He's huge, but that actually sometimes plays into kind of his weaknesses, his flaws at pass protecting. I mean, watch here. He kind of gets shoved around a little bit when he's flat-footed. When he's moving to try to protect the running back, when he's trying to run block, he's actually not that bad. When he's actually using his momentum and using that weight behind him, he's pretty good. He's a better run blocker than he is a pass blocker. And you can see the plays right here. I mean, he's just taking these guards and these centers right out of the play. I like Jackson Harvey. He's got a really good grade. We're going to have to see what happens in the combine, but, you know, there are some issues the later that you go with some of these prospects. So, guys, it's going to be it for today's Vikings video. Leave a like if you like this thing. That's actually going to conclude the draft prospect profiles and the scouting profiles for this franchise series. And in next season, we're going to do even more, but I'm only going to focus on round 1, 2, and 3. Going into deep dives 4, 5, 6. It gets a little repetitive, so I get it. We want more gameplay. We want more Minnesota Vikings gameplay, seeing how we're doing. That's what we really want. So, guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you on Friday. I will see you on Friday for the next episode of the Vikings franchise. We'll be playing against the Packers and the Bears, and we're going to preview the playoffs because we know for sure we're already in the playoffs. That's done. That's signed, sealed, and delivered. We got our bid. Let's go. Let's go, Vikings. Skol, Vikings. I'll see you in the next one. As always, peace.